To turn the Xa15 on, notice that there is a switch on the left side of the camera. Slide the switch towards the camera. You will notice a green light which indicates that the camera is on. To insert the SD card into your camera, first open the SD card slot on the left-hand side. The end with the cutout corner goes into the slot first. The label of the card should be facing the camera. After you hear a small click, close the slot. To remove the card from the camera, open the slot and lightly press the card. You will hear a small click, which means you can take the SD card out. Once the card is out, be sure to close the card slot. To initialize the SD card, press the function button on the back right side of the camera or at the top left side of the LCD screen. Then click the menu button on the top left of the LCD screen. Click the second tab that resembles a film strip and scroll down to initialize. Here you can select whether to initial SD card A or B depending on if you have both cards in the camera. Then click Initialize to follow through with the process. Once finished, click the OK, then the X at the top right of the LCD screen. To white balance the Xa15, tap the function button on the top right of the LCD screen. Then tap the button that says White Balance. You will see a few lighting presets such as Auto White Balance, Daylight, Shade, Cloudy, and etc. Choose the preset that best suits your lighting setup. To manually set the white balance, tap either Set 1 or Set 2 at the bottom of this tab. Place something white into frame and tap Set WB. Wait for the icon to stop blinking and then click X at the top right of the LCD when you are done. To check or change the SD recording, click the function button either on the back right of the camera or on the top left of the LCD screen. Then tap the menu button on the top right of the LCD screen. Tap the middle tab that looks like a videotape and scroll down to Recording Media. Here, you can select to record your videos on SD card A or B, as well as your photos on A or B. Make your choice, then click the X at the top right of the LCD screen. The first button is the slow zoom button that can be found on the top handle of the camera. You can press the button to either slowly tighten or widen your shot. The second button is the fast zoom button located on the right side of the camera, opposite to the LCD screen. You can press this button to quickly tighten or widen your shot. To focus your shot in manually, first make sure your camera is set to manual focus by locating the AF/MF button on the left side of the LCD screen. Click it to set to manual focus. Place your subject in frame, then rotate the focus ring located at the front of the camera towards the lens, either to the right or to the left, until subject is in focus. If you want to use autofocus, click the AF/MF button on the left side of the LCD screen and set camera to autofocus. Once your subject is in frame, tap the LCD. A square should appear on the screen indicating what is currently in focus. Adjust as needed. To change the exposure of your camera manually, click the function button either on the back right of the camera or on the top left of the LCD screen. Tap the first icon labeled Recording Programs and select the M for Manual Exposure. While in this tab, you can manually adjust the aperture or f-stop, shutter speed, and gain. Choose what you want to adjust and move the dial at the bottom of the LCD screen either to the right or left to set the exposure composition. Click the X at the top right of the LCD screen when you're done. To change the exposure of your camera while in programmed auto exposure, click the function button either on the back right of the camera or on the top left of the LCD screen. Tap the first icon labeled Recording Programs and select the P for Programmed AE. Then click back into the Functions tab and select Exposure. A rectangle will appear in the center of the screen. Tap the rectangle so that the adjustment dial will appear. Move the dial either to the right or left to set the exposure composition. Click the X at the top right of the LCD screen when you're done.